So if I had to think about, the Will and Jada situation and give context to what I feel like, that shit was about, or how, I received it, when you think about it, what it did was kind of like perplex my mind and kind of make me think about how sustainable and realistic is the model that Will Smith and Jada have set for their relationship. And basically the motto is that, long story short, it's billions and millions of people that exist in the world, and it is not even a chance but a fact that you are going to be not just, like you see somebody and you be like, oh, that's a nice looking young lady, that's a nice looking young man, like, wow, they look really good. No, like, you look at them and you want to like take them down, like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that kind of attraction, that animalistic kind of attraction will undoubtedly occur every single day, probably most likely for most people. It gets a little bit harder when you switch into the entertainment industry, because those people that you find and deem attractive are going to be of the most attractive people that you probably have ever seen in the world, which makes it even more of a probability that you will, find other people animalistically attractive and want to have certain experiences with them. It could be a situation where somebody is out of town, you halfway across the world, having an amazing experience, eating food in a different country, experiencing culture. You connect with somebody that you've never met before in a different part of the world, and maybe some of that interaction is that once in a lifetime thing, and a part of y'all experience, y'all want to share a sexual experience with one another as spiritual human beings, or spirits having a human experience. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, you smash them or whatever. And that doesn't have anything to do with your partnership, the person that you've chosen to do your lifelong partnership with. Sorry, y'all, this shit ghetto. I'm driving down Florence. So it's not going to, alter what you have with somebody that you really are like in a committed relationship with, but that was just the space and time that y'all existed. So I think that's the model. But it's like, at the same time, like, this is my life partner, this is my legacy, this is where our children are, this is where our lineage will be. It starts and stops here in this realm as far as partnership is concerned. I've chosen this my partner, but it doesn't say or mean that I will not have other human experiences as a spiritual entity on this planet, in this 3D realm, at this space and time. Now, when you talk about applying it in real, because all that shit is like spacey, hippie, trippy shit that, like, most people are like, we're not really doing that. I feel like I am trying to get out of outdated modes of thinking and trying to elevate my mind into thinking of different ways to kind of live my life based on what I feel good, or what feels good to me, opposed to whatever the status quo is. But I mean, when you have to recondition your mind, it's not always the easiest thing to do, which is why a lot of people stay in those kind of outdated mindsets or whatever, because it's comfortable. It's hard work to kind of reshift, the focus of where your mind goes. But when I think about me personally, and just 100, I'm a possessive human being. Every woman is not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bring the astrology into it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's people that hate on that and, try to discredit that or whatever, which is fine. Who cares? But it's something to be said about that. But I am a very possessive individual. I don't like my man, I just don't. It is what it is. So when you have to think about, damn, could I ever be in a position in which I would be comfortable with exploring, that type of lifestyle? And because if you're exploring that kind of lifestyle, it needs to be interchangeable for both the man and the woman need to be able to kind of have that freedom to kind of live their life that way, which is in what we would call an open marriage. So I had to think, like, damn, am I ready for that? Would that mean that, because it would basically mean, like, my dude could go out and meet any woman that he wants, and if through their interaction he feels so convicted in feeling like he was meant to meet this person or whatever, or that's on the deep end, or he just went out of town or whatever, him and his dudes took a boy trip, man trip, whatever, what do they call it? It's a girl trip, boy trip, that shit sound corny, whatever, but like, he go out of town, whatever, with his homies, and then meet some woman there or whatever and smash her because she look good or something. Like, it has to be like that. And then, you know, if I'm asking, then he, you know, be forthright with that information. I might not even ask. If it's an open marriage, I might not even ask, did you have a good time, baby, on your trip? Or y'all had a good time? What y'all do? He might, you know, it might just be a policy where he inform me based on what it is that I feel like I can handle and what I want to know, and vice versa. You know, that could be the kind of relationship or whatever. But it's like, can you deal with that? And you know what and this is, I don't want to make it too long, but this is what I figured out about myself. And I feel like a lot of other people probably could resonate with that as well. It's like, the only reason why that would be a problem for me, meaning I would have some type of insecurity or jealousy if my man chose to you know, be with another woman sexually, you know, romantically, whatever, is that what if, you know, there comes a point in time where I'm irritated and done with my, you know, little dudes that I have, and, you know, my guy, you know, is having a great time with his women or whatever, like he's living the life, like he's not really tripping. What is that gonna do to my ego when he's like, well, my bad that your nigga's not acting right, but you know, you or get some more or whatever. What if he's not present for me at that time where I feel like I need him? And you know what the biggest issue with that is? There should never be a time where I feel like I can't you know, sustain, or I can't, you know, feel confident, comfortable, and loved without having a man there to validate me to do that. So that also means that even if my partner feels the need to want to do that, as far as, you know, having multiple women or, you know, entertaining other situations outside of our partnership, that it really don't have anything to do with me as far as how I feel about myself and how I treat myself and how full I am on my own without anybody, whether it be a romantic relationship, a side nigga, whoever. I have to feel, you know, confident and comfortable in who I am, exactly how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like without any, you know, preservatives or additives, you know what I'm saying? Just straight up raw me. And you know, self-love is real. It is a real practice. It is something that we take, you know, not for granted, but we don't really give the attention to it as it really, you know, needs. Like it's serious. But a lot of the issues that stem from people not really vibing with the open marriage, open relationship kind of thing is steeped in ego. It really is. Like, you know, what if I need that person and they not there for me no more to validate me, to, you know what I'm saying, aid in my codependency, to make me feel good about myself, to make me feel worthy or valued or whatever. Like, first of all, if it's a solid partnership, your partner is never going to leave you. If that's one thing we learn from their situation or whatever, like, they family at this point. It's not on no, you know, lovey-dovey, whatever. It's like, you my family. So it is what it is. Like, we're not going nowhere. When you have that kind of security and you're anchored in that way, then I don't feel like you know, you have a whole lot of space to feel like insecure about how you move, how that person moving or whatever, when you know it's nothing that's going to separate y'all. That fear doesn't have to exist, you know what I'm saying? And it's a healthy, you know, just acknowledgement and awareness of the fact that you know that somebody has your back, you know what I mean? So that's my little take on it, I guess, or whatever. But, you know, I have to speak on this shit. I'll holler at y'all.